What's up, family? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about something seriously that's been has been a serious issue, I should say, a growing issue in professional sports, specifically in the WNBA. And this isn't coming from a place of drama. This is about facts, fairness, and credibility of the game. And once again, the league's refereeing is under fire. And this time it's the WNBA All-Star Kelsey Plum who's had enough. So let's set the stage for a minute because I want to preface the conversation before we actually get into having a conversation, and I'll play the clip. We're in Los Angeles. This is the Los Angeles Sparks, obviously. So it was a tough overtime game that wrapped up, and emotions are raw. But the conversation isn't about a loss, or isn't just about a loss. In this case, Kelsey Plum, aka the Los Angeles Sparks, place. It's about what players are enduring night after night, wildly inconsistent and frankly unacceptable officiating. And Plum didn't bite her tongue. She stepped up to the mic and let it all out. And she made it clear that she didn't care if there were consequences for her actions when it came to speaking very boldly about this growing issue, as we know that have been happening very, very consistently, even since last year in the WNBA season. And going into this new WNBA season, there's still a referee issue. So even if Kelsey Plum get fined, she's all right with it, so be it. Somebody had to say it. That's how she looks at it. So, and honestly, I get where she's coming from. But with no further ado, let's check out the video.
Coach, you guys get it, overtime there. Only 3 points in overtime. What did they kind of do to take away some of the looks you guys were getting, or was it just coming down to you guys not making shots?
But I have to watch it to really definitively answer that, but I felt like we had a hard time finding the bottom of the basket there. I don't know if we ran out of steam or what. Credit to them. But I thought we played really hard. And that's our first overtime game as a group, and learning to win is like learning how to win is a process. And I despise losing, but it is a process. And so now we got that under our belt, and a little bit better, but good back and forth game, and they made the last one.
Coach Jackie Rant TV. It was a pretty tight game, and we talked about you wanted to see some things differently defensively from the team. Did you see some things from the team today that made you proud?
Yeah, we defended really well. Where we got beat was on the O boards, right? I think we did a good job forcing them to take some long contested twos and some tough, challenge threes, and they had 17 offensive rebounds. It's going to be hard. They didn't shoot it that much better than we did. Neither team had a tremendous shooting night. But if you get 17 second chances, you're probably going to win.
KP, Rakita, to talk about the offensive sequence at the end of the overtime, it seemed like you guys were trying to get maybe use some action or get you opposite of action. Can you explain what you guys saw when you guys were out there?
Which at what point?
I said for KP and Rakita at the end of overtime, I was asking them the offensive sequence. What did they see? How did the play break down?
The final play?
Yeah.
The final play. How did it break
When we were down 6?
Yeah.
So you're talking about when I missed a 3?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, when the back-to-back sequence. If y'all can remember, I was just talking about what you saw at the end of the final into overtime.
I missed a 3, and then Derek got the rebound, and I was going the way. I think she thought I was going the other way. Kicked out of the turnover. Is that what you mean? I'm confused by your question.
Okay. Well, I'm asking about the offensive sequence because it seemed like you had to hold the ball longer than you expected, like you were trying to create something. And then, so I was asking, was that the play, or was there something of a breakdown, or is it?
I'm talking about going into overtime?
Yeah, end of the fourth.
Yeah.
At the end of the fourth.
At the end of the fourth.
Oh,
When it was tied at the end of the fourth, is what you were saying? Okay.
Are you talking about when I missed the floater?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was tied, so we're trying to take it. We wanted the shot clock to go down. So we
I didn't know that was
Yeah.
that hard. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It was the overtime part that confused me, but yeah, we wanted to take the last shot. We got a good look. Just didn't make it, but that's, the laws of percentages will make the next one.
I also though, like, and I'm gonna get fined for saying this, but like, I drive more than anyone in the league. So to shoot 6 free throws is fucking absurd. And I got scratches on my face, I got scratches on my body, and these guards on the other team get these ticky-tack fouls, and I'm sick of it. I get fouled like that every possession. Ricky gets fouled like that in the post all the time, and they don't call it, and I don't know what else to do. Like, it's really frustrating though. I'm like, I feel, I mean, there's multiple shots at the end of the game, either go into the third, into the fourth, where they're just coming in, fucking swinging, and they just don't call anything. I don't understand how that's 6 free throws, playing 40 minutes, touching the paint almost every play is absurd. It's absurd, and so I'm saying, like, I'll get fined for that, and that's fine, but, I mean, and I needed to make more shots, like, late game, but, I mean, they're fouling the shit out of me every single play. So I'm very frustrated with that, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I don't know what I need to do. I talk to the refs nice. I pray before the game. Like, fuck, I'm over it.
Justin.
Coach, and for either of you.
And we're gonna leave that there. So, and honestly, she's right. We've been talking about this for over a year. How bad the WNBA officiating has become, and these aren't just bad calls; these are game-altering incompetence. You have players putting their bodies on the line, going through 40 minutes, driving through traffic in the paint every possession, and they walk away with 6 free throw attempts. I mean, it doesn't add up. The math isn't mathing, and it's not just about fans noticing it anymore. The players and coaches are saying it publicly. I mean, we had who was the coach in the I forgot her name. New York Liberty. Look it up real quick. We had Sandy Bordello from the Minnesota Lynx. She had said something when they were in the finals last year of the WNBA season. It's another coach speaking about the WNBA referees. She was very pissed, and plus they lost the finals to the New York Liberty. What team was that? That was the Minnesota Lynx. So it was the Minnesota Lynx coach. What's her name? I can't remember her name right now. Cheryl Reeve. There we go. She was the talk of the town. She was getting publicity from left and right. Definitely when it came to that whole her jealousy and her whole shade towards Caitlin Clark every chance she got. But Cheryl Reeve was pissed about the referees. You had the New York Liberty coach was pissed about the referees, Sandy Brondello. Had Caitlin Clark talk about the referees. We had Indiana Fever Christy Sides talk about ex-coach of the Indiana Fever Christy Sides talking about the referees. We even got Stephanie White talking about referee in the beginning of this new WNBA season of this year. So, I mean, time and time again, even newbies are already having issues with the referees, mixed with OGs like Kelsey Plum and individuals in the game. So, look, Kelsey Plum said it plainly. Like, she drives more than almost in the league, and she's constantly getting hacked, scratched, shoved, and you can see it on her face body. Meanwhile, guards on the opposing team are getting touch fouls so far less. And she said it best. It's absurd. You could hear her frustration in her voice, not just from this game, but from a pattern that has gone unchecked. So she talked about doing everything right, staying respectful with the refs, keeping her cool, because we all know that cool minds prevail. There's no point of you coming at the refs because that's just going to make them be more cemented or put that wall up when it comes to their stance because of your approach, and it's not very conducive when it comes to having a productive conversation because you're already coming combative and defensive. So, and she even mentioned praying before games, and still nothing changed. And it wasn't just Plum, you know what I'm saying? Her coach backed her up, as you guys seen her shaking her head in this clip and saying flat out, like, this isn't just about this game. It's about a trend. 6 free throws for a player who lives in the lane. One of them off of a technical. 3 of them from a single foul and a 3-point shot. That means she got to the line once off of a drive. That's unacceptable. And here's the real kicker. Everyone knows the scouting report on Kelsey Plum is to be as physical as possible. Defenders aren't even how can I put it? They aren't delicate about that when it comes to her physical ability and being very physical when it comes to Kelsey Plum and people defending her, because that's the strategy. So if that's allowed to go continue unchecked by officials, what message is the league really sending? And if you zoom out for a minute and let me just talk about it from a different perspective, this isn't just about one player or one team. It's about the integrity of the game. I want to dive a little bit deeper in that because the WNBA is growing. I always say it. The viewership is going up. Talent is better than ever. But if the officiating continues like this and consistent, questionable, and in some cases completely missing, then the product suffers. Fans lose trust, players lose faith, and the league loses credibility. So at the end of the day, it's all a disaster, doomed for destruction and the franchise as a whole. And coaches are talking now more and more too. You heard it in the post game press conference. The coach acknowledged the effort, praised the adjustments they made on defense, pointed out that it wasn't just about effort or strategy, it was about missed opportunities, not just on the court, but at the whistle. And so bottom line, these players deserve better. They deserve to be protected. They deserve consistent calls, and the refs need to be held accountable. Right now, they are not, and it's altering outcomes. So now the question goes to the league office. Are they listening? Will there be change? Or are fines going to be the only response to violent criticism? Because that shows a league that is not able to take constructive criticism. You better either abide by what they say, abide by the rules that they make, whether you agree with them or not, and shut up. And I don't know how that's more conducive for a corporation, let alone franchise. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have not only representation from the front office and the league office and the whole basically being ignorant to their players who are their employees, then it's also disrespectful to the supporters in this case who support and are fans of their employees in this case, aka basketball players, basketball players to be more specific. But you know what I'm saying, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you seeing what Kelsey Plum is talking about? Are the refs really that bad, or is there something deeper going on? Let me know what you guys' thoughts is down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn the post notifications on because I'll be right here bringing you the news that matters, the real conversation, the real issues, and stuff no one else wants to say out loud. Until next time, stay sharp, spread that peace, love, and positivity. I'm out.